Welcome everyone. This is a science lesson for 3rd standard. The chapter is Animals and Their Food. Lesson 4, Animals and Their Food. Now we have come to the end of the lesson, children, so let's go on to page 164 that talks about the care of domestic animals. Now if you have a domestic cow or a dog or a cat or you can say a peacock, some people have peacocks of course, and a rabbit, you need to give them clean water to drink. You keep the places where they are kept very clean and tidy. You need to groom them. Groom means you have to clean their coat. If it's a dog, you have to brush, give the dog a bath. If it's a cat also, you need to brush the coat of the cat because cats and dogs shed. And if it's a cow, you need to give the cow a good bath with some antifungal or antibacterial medicinal type of soap, and then clean their ears, their eyes, look out for the dental cavities if there are any in the mouths of these animals, and see that the place where their houses or stables or cages are kept, it's very airy, and of course it is protected from other dangerous animals. And if your animal falls sick or your pet falls sick, it should be taken to the veterinary doctor who is available for treatment. Do not neglect the animal at home. So coming to page 164, care of domestic animals. Animals that are kept in farms or at homes are called domestic animals. Some of us keep animals at home as pets too. These animals need proper care. We must make proper shelters for them to stay in. The homes of domestic and pet animals should be cleaned every day and the dung or droppings removed. So whenever this animal is inside the cage, it is obvious that it will dirty the cage with fecal matter, and that has to be removed immediately and cleaned, or it may give rise to many sort of infectious diseases. Next, healthy food should be given at proper times. It is not that you will give every 2 hours or 3 hours some sort of food. No. Every animal has a particular routine for giving food and the type of food that should be given. Animals should be given clean drinking water. It is a must, like we need water for our system, for our body. Animals also need to drink a lot of water to keep their systems hydrated. Animals should be kept clean and properly groomed. As I told you, they should be given a bath as once a week or once in 2 weeks as and when the situation demands, and groomed also. That is, if they have a very thick coat, they should be taken care of, brushed, and when you give them a bath, you have to use antifungal or antibacterial soap. And some animals, like some dogs with thick hair, you need to have a dog shampoo. So all that has to be taken care of when you have a pet at home. Sick or injured animals must be taken to the veterinary doctor at once. We must be kind to animals and should not hurt or tease them. Now if you have a pet at home, you have to take care of the pet like your family member. You can't be ill-treating it or teasing it or hurting it by any chance, because that is illegal at all costs. So with this we come to the end of the lesson. Let's go on to the exercises on page 165. A. Write T for the true statements and F for the false statements. 1. A dog is a carnivorous animal. True. 2. Frogs have a long sticky tongue. It is true. 3. A snake has broad front teeth. It's false. Snakes don't have teeth, they have only 2 fangs. 4. Domestic animals should be given clean drinking water. That is true. Next page, 166. Fill in the blanks. 1. A dash chews the cud. A cow. 2. A lion is a dash eating animal. Flesh eating animal. 3. A horse is a dash eating animal. Plant eating animal. That means it is a herbivore. 4. A dash has a long sucking tube, that is the butterfly, to suck nectar from the flowers. 5. A dash nibbles its food, that is a rat, or you can write a rabbit. C. Answer the following questions. Why do animals need food? Now we need food for energy, to build up a strong immunity system and to grow. the same reasons are applicable to animals also. They also need food for their growth and for their health, and also to keep themselves safe from other diseases. So the same reason applies to both animals and humans. 2. Differentiate between carnivores and omnivores. Carnivores are flesh-eating animals, while omnivores, they eat both flesh and plants. 3. What type of teeth do grass-eating animals have? Now, grass-eating animals like cow and goat, they have sharp front teeth because they need to cut the grass from the root. So they have sharp front teeth to bite off the grass. 4. What type of teeth do flesh-eating animals have? Now, flesh-eating animals have, if you look at the mouth of a dog or a tiger, they have canines that are pointed teeth, that is to tear the flesh, and then they have strong grinding teeth to grind the food and chew the bones because they are carnivorous animals. Number 5, how do butterflies feed? Now, butterflies, they have a long tube known as the proboscis, which it inserts into the flower deep right inside to suck the nectar from the flower. Now, 6th one, list 3 measures that you would follow to take care of your pet dog. The first thing would be to give the pet clean drinking water, number 1. 2, you have to groom the dog and keep the cage or the kennel of the dog well and neat and tidy and very well kept. It should be very neat and tidy. And third one, you should see that if it is falling sick or if it gets injured any time, all of a sudden the veterinary should be informed or it should be taken to a veterinary doctor. And one more thing is, you can see that the cage could be kept in a safe place where there is no means of being attacked by other animals. Now, life skills. How should you eat your food? Tick your choice. By swallowing it quickly, by chewing it thoroughly. Yes, when you eat your food, you should be able to chew it thoroughly so that it gets mixed up with the saliva and goes down the esophagus and into the stomach and aids digestion. If you swallow food, what happens? The food is in the solid form, it is not in a mushy form, so digestion becomes a bit difficult. So when you chew the food, the saliva has some digestive enzymes which digest the food in the mouth itself. A little bit of digestion takes place in the food mouth itself. Next, values for life. Domestic animals are very useful to us. How should we treat them? Write yes or no. 1. Keep them in clean and dry sheds. Yes. 2. Let them live in the open. No. 3. Give them healthy and clean food. Yes. 4. Keep the animals clean. Yes. 5. Beat them when they do not work for us. No, we should not beat them. It's inhuman. So that is no. Next page, on page 167, hot question. Given below are pictures of some animal teeth. Figure 1, figure 2 and figure 3. Can you tell which of these figures show meat eaters, that is carnivores? So you have to see the teeth of the pictures given there and identify which is a meat eater and tick mark. Tick your choice. Figure 1 and 2, figure 2 and figure 3. Now figure 3 belongs to a herbivorous animal. It could be a cow. So figure 1 and figure 2 belong to carnivorous animals or meat eating animals. So the answer is figure 1 and 2 only. Next, coming to your project. Choose one insect and find out the following things about it. Now I have done a little bit of study and got one insect for you. I'll be telling you the questions here as per their textbook, the answers, and you have to do one for yourself. Please don't look up my video and do the same insect because there are so many insects in the world. You have to find an insect of your own and do the things that are asked in the textbook. Now, project, choose one insect and find out the following things about it. Name. Now I have taken spider. A spider is an 8-legged insect and it comes under the phylum Arthropoda, and class Arachnida. There are more than some thousands of species of spiders in the world, and you know spiders are found everywhere. They are found in the deserts, they are found in the rainforests, in the houses, gardens, on top of trees, everywhere, isn't it? So my insect for today's project is spider. You also will have to take some other insect but not spider. Please don't take spider. Take the project on any other insect of your choice. It can be a mosquito, it can be a beetle, it can be a locust, it can be a butterfly, anything. So the name here is spider, phylum Arthropoda, class Arachnida. Next one, where does it live? Now as I told you, it lives in houses, forests, trees, compound walls, garages, under tables. Then even there are some spiders which live on the water surface and which live under the water also. Then what does it eat? Now they are cold-blooded and they are carnivores. So they eat insects that are smaller than themselves. These spiders are cold-blooded animals and they are carnivores because they eat insects that are smaller than themselves. Next one, question. Is it helpful to humans and the environment? In what ways? Now as I told you, these spiders, they eat the harmful insects that are present in the environment or in the garden or in the field or farm. So in that way they are useful for humans and the environment. If they don't eat the harmful insects, what happens is the harmful insects will multiply and multiply, and finally the crops will be all eaten away or spoiled. So in that way spiders are a boon to farmers because they control the spread or the multiplication of the harmful insects. And second thing is they are a source to many, food source to many small animals. Now you see a frog or you can see a crow and a robin. Now these birds, for them the spider is their food. So the spiders eat the small insects that cause harm to the fields and farmers, and they are eaten in turn by the other small birds like the crow and the pigeon or any other raven, a frog. So they are a source of food to the other animals. Fifth one, is it harmful? In what ways? Now all spiders are dangerous, I can say, because if a spider touches your skin, you may develop a skin allergy. Since these spiders, as soon as they come in contact with some foreign body, they emit a sort of sticky substance that causes an allergy to our body. And some are not very venomous, some are very, very toxic. And in this I have to tell you, there is one spider known as the black widow. Black widow, which is a very dangerous spider, and even tarantula, they are dangerous spiders. Now spiders, you don't say they have teeth like us, but they have two fangs, something like teeth that is present in a snake. A snake doesn't have teeth, but it has fangs. The same thing is applicable to the spider. It does not have teeth, but it has a pair of sharp organs known as chelicerae. It is known as chelicerae, with which it bites the prey. So with this I come to the conclusion of this lesson. So your project or your homework will be this project, which you need to submit exactly after 10 days. After the lesson is posted, after 10 days, you will submit the project to the teacher. Children, once again, please listen to the homework. Your homework will be to do number A on page 165, B and C on page 166 in the notebook, and project on page 167. You will do it in a different, you can say A4 sheet paper, write your name and also draw the insect about whom or which you are going to do the project. Draw the insect about which one you are going to do the project and write it on a A4 sheet of paper very, very neatly with the questions answered as given in the textbook. Thank you.